Leaders are fighting trafficking of our children, and they are convening right now in our nation's capital. GOP lawmakers and advocates and faith leaders are all joining together at the Museum of the Bible in our nation's capital. Let's take you out live to our national correspondent, Alana Austin, who's been in D.C. highlighting some of the important work they're doing. Alana.
Hey, Bianca, good afternoon. And I learned one devastating statistic at this faith-based summit. Organizers who are on the front lines of trying to help and save kids that are being abused in the trafficking network. They say as many as 300,000 young people fall into this horrible underworld every single year. And this summit is about coming together and having this brainstorming session for how all the different organizations and law enforcement agencies can crack down on this. I spoke with Brittany Dunn, co-founder of Safe House Project. She says each year they work with thousands of victims so that they can not only break free of the abuse, but find safe housing and also begin the long process of healing and recovery from trauma. There are some red flags that Brittany Dunn tells me that community members, church leaders, teachers can all look out for to alert authorities if they suspect a child is being exploited.
I think what's really important is that these kids are going to school. They are in our places of worship. They're on our kids' soccer teams. And so what we have to do is understand that these kids are usually going to know about sex a lot earlier. They might display behavior that is really aggressive towards certain individuals, have a presence of multiple phones, and really holistically, they're going to need an approval from those around them.
And Jack Brewer of the Jack Brewer Foundation, he works with children who have been in crisis, and he says that fathers and male role models, they have an important role to play in this conversation.
So we really have a major issue in our country. Again, it stems from fatherlessness, right? If you look at the foster care system, you look at these vulnerable and molested children, the vast majority, over 80% of them are fatherless, right? You look at kids in our country that are homeless. We have teen homelessness is shooting through the roof.
And Bianca, tragically, I also heard today from experts, and they explained many of these young people, they fall into this trafficking because they are groomed by someone they know and love. Oftentimes, it could be a family member even. Bianca?
So tragic, but those are the people there on the front lines trying to save them, and we pray for them as they continue to do this very important work. Jack Brewer Foundation and others, I hope people find out about how they can get involved. Alana, thank you.
Information. Truth is freedom. Is NEWSMAX. It's real news for real people.